But today, really the special event is that in just a few seconds, we're going to announce the 1997 Ryder Cup captain. And so without further ado, let me now present to you the captain that will lead us to victory in 1997.
Thank you, Greg. First of all, to all of those that are at the hospitality of Keith and Margie Eves tonight, and I wish I were there with you. If I haven't seen you since New Year's, Happy New Year's to everyone. I wish I could be with you. Audine and I had this opportunity with the break in our schedule to take some vacation, so I can't join you, but I know you're having a wonderful time. Hopefully you won't embarrass yourselves like you did last year at the Randall's house, but enjoy yourselves and have fun. First of all, it's an honor and a privilege to have been named this year's captain of the partners for the Ryder Cup tournament. I think for those of us that have been playing for the last 2 or 3 years, and this will be the 4th year coming up, this is the most prestigious, the most fun, the most sought-after tournament that all of us play in every year, and I know that we're going to bring it back to the team that rightfully owns it this year. Now, one thing that I'm not going to harp on is how badly we need to bring this cup back. I know all of you well. I know how competitive you are. I know how fearsome it is in our gut to bring this tournament back to the team that belongs to the partners, and I know we're going to do it this year. I know we have the skill, I know we have the confidence, and we'll just have fun and relax and enjoy ourselves. I know that in 1997 we will be drinking champagne out of this cup after the Ryder Cup is over. Now, my primary job this year is twofold as far as I see it. Number one, to bring organization to this event. Number two, to have fun. And it's along the veins of having fun that I think it's important to make some amendments to the rules this year. We've been governing the Ryder Cup by the same classic rules of golf for the last 4 years, but I think we need to do something a little different. And Greg Cox and Sam Randall and Jack Doyle, as previous captains, will be joining me on Friday, February the 7th, to add some new rules and some new amendments to the tournament this year. And at this point in time, I would like to read out the new rules that I'm recommending for 1997. The first rule I call the Monty Burns rule. Monty, I know you're going to be there on Saturday night, and I know you're a great golfer, and with the handicap you've got, I know that you're going to fleece a lot of our bubbas this year. But first, the Monty Burns rule. Monty can occasionally be a little slow getting out of the block, so this rule's for him. On beginning play, as many balls as may be required to obtain a satisfactory result may be played from the first tee. Now, you Friday and Sunday golfers are doing that already anyway, so this won't be a major change. Amendment to rule number 2, I call it the Sam Randall rule. A ball sliced or hooked into the rough shall be lifted and placed in the fairway at a point equal to the distance it carried or rolled into the rough. Such veering right or left frequently results from the friction between the face of the club and the cover of the ball, and the player should not be penalized for erratic behavior of the ball resulting from such uncontrollable mechanical phenomenon. Number 3, I call the Jim Zuger rule. A ball hitting a tree shall be deemed not to have hit the tree. Hitting a tree is simply bad luck and has no place in a scientific game. The player should estimate the distance the ball would have traveled if it had not hit the tree and play the ball from that spot. Number 4, I call this the Greg Cox rule. There shall be no such thing as a lost ball. The missing ball is on or near the golf course somewhere, and eventually will be found and pocketed by someone else, thus becoming a stolen ball. And the player should not compound the felony by charging himself with a penalty stroke. Number 5, for no particular reason, I call this the Jack Doyle rule. When played from a sand trap, a ball which does not clear the trap may be struck again as it rolls back without counting an extra stroke. In no case will more than 2 strokes be penalized if a player's in a trap, because if he had time to concentrate on the shot, as opposed to hurrying it so as not to delay his playing partners, he certainly would have gotten out in 2. Rules number 6 through 9, I collectively call the O'Connor-Shambo rules. Number 6, if a putt passes over the hole without dropping, it is deemed to have dropped. The law of gravity holds that any object attempting to stay suspended in midair with nothing to support it must drop in. The law of gravity supersedes the law of golf. Number 7, same thing goes for a ball that stops at the brink of the hole and hangs there defying gravity. You cannot defy the law of gravity. Number 8, same thing goes for a ball that rims the cup. A ball should not go sideways. This violates the law of physics, and you cannot violate the law. Number 9, and finally, a putt that stops close enough to the cup to inspire comments such as, "You could blow it in," may be blown in. The rule does not apply, however, if the ball is more than 3 inches from the hole, because no one wants to make a travesty of this game. And with that, I'll be taking these rules to the committee a week from Friday. You all have a wonderful time tonight. Thank you, and drive safe.